来势汹汹，它无与伦比。它把魔幻与科技融合，奇迹、幻境在弹指之间变成现实。延续国际级魔幻传奇，巅峰大场景魔幻舞台，即将首次降临湾仔海滨。不可思议的大师团队为你打造魔幻盛世。门票现已在各大平台开售，立即抢票，感受震撼魔力。
So, we have just finished show number 1, and we are now cleaning the theater. This is mostly Rocco's mess right here. Hey there, ni hao.
Hello, ni hao.
This is all Rocco Solano making a mess on the stage. Look at this, more Rocco's cards. See there? It's Rocco requiring a cleanup crew of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. That's right, but he's worth it. There are the obelisks now getting preset, moving from stage left back over to stage right. There is the car illusion. The car has just appeared. A little thing about the car illusion is I designed this originally from my place in Macau, the House of Magic. And what I wanted is to create an illusion where a car appears without telegraphing that a car is going to appear. And the problem that myself and every other magician has had is usually before something big appears, a helicopter, a plane, whatever it is, a big giant prop comes out and the audience sort of knows what's happened. In this case, this begins as 2 separate props that I use as a scenic element for the scene before, and then they come together and they form the single platform, and then the car appears on top of it. On a side note, this car is actually 15% smaller than a real car because everything needs to fit into a sea container. So everything needed to be shrunk down as they leave the stage. Hey, look, it's Marky, my videographer. Marky has been shooting every one of my shows for the last 15 years. Also, he is the illusionist who took over for my show in Sanya when we could no longer get into the country itself. Marky became the illusionist. I think you've seen posters of him. Marky, how would you describe the experience of doing this show in Sanya?
The experience is, it's how do I say it? We spent like a month to learn how to do the illusionist,
right?
And also try to deal with the lighting,
right?
Audio, and every single cue with the local chain by ourselves, and with you
on the phone, yes.
Yeah, right.
So what was it like suddenly having your face all over Sanya, all over billboards and buses and taxis?
It's kind of weird,
Yeah.
And when you go out, sorry.
Right. So I'm actually taking Marky away from his day job, which has been shooting the show. We are now getting ready to shoot a bunch of cutaways for social media, which in a way, I guess this is social media as well. So Marky, thanks so much. And most of the video that you're going to see shot by Marky, Li Ying-Wu.
Yes.
Google him, he's from Taiwan, an actual magician. For me, he's my videographer, close friend, as in the case of everything. Marky, thanks lots. Say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Hey, look, it's Stacy Cole. Stacy, why are you so shy? You're a performer. Stacy, come over here. Let's talk real quickly. These are all of our friends at Vanish magazine. What's it been like for you firstly as a magician, being a part of this team? Paul has a couple of specific questions. He wants to know, what is your favorite food here in Hong Kong?
My favorite food?
Yeah, your favorite food. And then we're going to go back, what's it like to be part of the show? The important thing first.
My favorite food in Hong Kong is Din Tai Fung.
What is that, Din Tai Fung?
It's a restaurant.
Because it kind of sounds like a disease, doesn't it? She's got Din Tai Fung.
My favorite food in Hong Kong is called Din Tai Fung. It's a restaurant that's pretty amazing and really good in Asia.
And try to crystallize what it's been like being a part of this production. And feel free to lie.
Well, no, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to say that it's been a great experience, and I really like being a part of it. Like, I love it. We've had a lot of fun, and
All right, and your superpower. These are all questions that Paul asked me to ask. So, Paul Romney would like to
My
know, what is
superpower?
your superpower?
my superpower is being able to get into your mind and know exactly what you're thinking.
Well, there's truth to that, and it's not always pretty. My hair is a reflection of the inside of my head, so I kind of feel bad for Stacy a lot. All right, well, Stacy, thanks so much for this. Hey, look, it's Mickey O'Connor, now Mickey O.
My superpower is scaring Franz. It's indirect, even on stage. There's one moment where I have to be on stage and he turned around like, whoa! And which is a personal favorite of mine, but yes.
More than that, he sneaks up. You know what he does?
Yeah.
He sneaks into my dressing room and then just freezes in a corner and becomes stealth like a giraffe.
Yeah.
And just waits for me to discover him.
Or a
And
rat
it's-
with peanuts.
He
Yes.
has so many
yes,
toys, so I
yes.
just...
And it's to where I now
Blade Runner.
I'm not comfortable. I feel like it could be Mickey there at any moment.
Yes.
It's all right, Mickey. What's your
Any
favorite?
questions?
Yes. What are we? Questions from the audience? Tell me, tell me a little bit about what your experience has been like here in Hong Kong.
What's my experience been
Yeah.
like
What's
in
your
Hong Kong?
experience been here in Hong Kong?
We're in Hong Kong?
We are in Hong Kong.
This isn't Laughlin?
It kind of feels like that. Yes. Yeah.
My experience is it's the New York of China. It's New York City. The moment you step out, it's bustle.
Right.
It's very clean. Everything's very clean. My favorite food is the Genki Life. I have the sushi that arrives by monorail.
Oh yeah, Genki sushi.
And so that's great. And then I also have the Kojian chicken.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
And then I also go Five Guys with the hamburger.
Five Guys,
but
yes.
I half it, so I have half one point and half the next day as,
Right.
as
Right.
backup.
So-
I also like the ribs. The ribs are very
yeah,
good.
yes.
And the fajitas, which you wouldn't think.
We have like on Fridays we go get sushi.
Yes.
And we're gonna get ribs today. That's a big part of our lives. It's almost like the show is an interruption to our busy feeding schedule.
Yes, it is.
So, all right, talk a little bit about this particular project because Mickey's been with me. We've been doing this together for 30 years. Mickey is, as I've said before, the kind of
Yeah.
MSG.
Yeah.
You're the monosodium
I'm the
glutamate
DOG of this show.
of my productions. I can drop Mickey into anything.
Yes, that's true.
And he makes it better
That's
and
true.
zestier and funnier
Yes,
and
yes,
spicier.
Absolutely spicier.
So how has the experience of working with all of your friends been? Seeing that you're not a magician, you're with us, but you're
Right.
not of us. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I have a background in magic. I've worked with enough magicians, and I've studied as a close-up artist as a kid, so I know all the names. So, on the shoulders of giants,
Right.
I've studied, so therefore I have more respect for, say, what you do or what
Right.
the other performers do, because I understand it. It's
Right.
also by osmosis. You hang around enough magicians and start thinking like of design lines and things. I'm very curious. So it's fantastic because this is magicians are ilk and I'm the allied artist, so
Right.
I'm like the cousin that has to come to Thanksgiving that you have to talk to.
Right. And so Mickey,
Right.
you're doing your act, but you're also cleaning up after Rocco.
Yeah.
Literally comes out and cleans up Rocco's stuff.
This way.
We've been told to get off the stage. We're being ushered off the stage.
Ushered off on
and
stage.
Mickey, you're everywhere. You are
Yeah,
an integral part of this show. You are. I can honestly say that this would not run if you were hit by a truck.
That's right.
So it would be
That's
a bad
right.
day for all of us. So we are now backstage. I'll take the phone over again. We're backstage a little bit. Ooh, and a nice dark background. Very Marcel Marceau-esque. Yeah. All right. I'll ask you the same question I asked before. New guys starting out in this business. What would you tell them? What advice would you give
You got to
them?
do everything you know. You have to figure out what's funny to you or what's interesting to you, and then work it and then do your history, do your reading, because it isn't all on the internet. It's in these books.
Right.
You got to find a way to look at old videos and so on and so forth, and that can inspire you on coming up with the best rope routine or the best thing and my training is what else can this be other than a piece of rope?
Right.
It could be a spyglass. You go through 100 different things and you try to work that in. But literally, you have to do every single thing you know and thinking about it. The same way that a rock star comes up with a new album.
Right.
He has to come up, I got to come up with a new song, and you
Right.
just have to start thinking of what you
Right.
find funny or what you find interesting or what you love with your magic to do. I like working with ropes. So you try to go through, okay, Professor Cheer's nightmare with the ropes coming out of the sleeve.
Right.
And then you end up with underwear for the
Right.
final punchline.
Right.
Or a great rope routine. They're phenomenal rope routines.
Right,
So
right.
you just linking rope. You go through them all, and then you find what works for you and put your own spin on them, and you really choreograph it.
So something that I've seen Mickey do every single show, you read the audience, you find where the energy is in the audience, and then you target them, and you're able to move that energy throughout the room. Let's talk about that.
Well, make them love you when you can do anything. If you win them over with your personality and your great magic and the moments that you have where they're real, it's that moment that once they're in the palm of your hand, then you can show your naked butt to that.
Right.
To that extent, anything you do, you look for those moments, you try to win them over.
Right.
Even if you're the fire and brimstone serious magician,
Right,
you look
right.
for that wink, that kind of sex appeal at the same time making them like you.
Right.
And it's the women in the audience that really come to theater and to showbiz.
Right,
And
right.
the men follow along with the women, but if you can make the women laugh and listen to them after the show and say, oh, I love that bit you do with the cape.
Right.
And you really, that enters your brain, but you really have to be your own student.
Right.
And go over your stuff and go,
Right.
I gotta keep honing this.
Right,
And you have to
right.
do it 1,000 times.
Let's go meet
Al,
some...
the only, aka Al Ullman. You should be Al Ullman for this because it's magicians. They should know who you are.
Aloha. Al, tell me a little bit about what this experience has been like for you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well,
No
I'll
words.
take that, you know.
No words. It is beyond any magician's comprehension what goes into something of this magnitude. We've all seen magic shows. We've all seen the greats. We've been to Vegas. We've been to conventions. This is beyond what you would expect a magic show to be. It is big. It's rock concert meets Las Vegas. You can't ask for any more. Great music, great choreographing. Everybody's working in sync as if we were a fine-tuned orchestra.
Wow. Well, I'm not paying him to say any of this stuff. This is purely unsolicited.
No, it's true. I'm a kid from a small town. You and I grew up together.
Right.
Going to Abbott.
We've known each other for like almost 50 years.
Yeah. I mean, I knew him when he was building illusions on a cardboard box.
So,
Go on.
tell me, what were you surprised by in this gig, in this project?
Well, I was not surprised because I had a taste of this 5 years ago in Sanya, where
Right.
we were stopped
Where
by
we did
COVID.
3 shows.
Yeah,
right?
3. Well, but not the 20 rehearsals prior
No,
to
right,
that 3
right.
shows. So that was an introduction not only to working for you, but being involved in something this large. So no surprises, but a lot of wonderful things happening.
Right.
That everything works for a reason, and you don't even have to turn around. Your hand goes out, and your prop is there. If you, can we show them the floor?
Yeah,
Look
we
at the
show them
floor.
this. Look what these people are doing. Hey how. They are cleaning up Rocco Solano. So Al, you were talking about spike marks.
Like I said, everything works. Every little thing makes a big purpose. For instance, take a look at this floor. There are tape marks everywhere. To the untrained eye, it looks like a mess.
Modern art.
Right.
Yep.
But yet, the crew, with precision timing, can drag out the biggest prop and it is set exactly where it belongs. It's because of all these marks.
And it's important to be exactly where it needs to be because it is in sync with the action on the screen.
Correct.
So the screen, what's happening on the LED, is lined up with the live action on stage, creating a forced perspective. So if they're off even a little bit, it kind of screws up everything.
Well,
Yeah.
there are sometimes 4 things going on simultaneously that the audience isn't even aware of because it all gels together. So, is there a surprise? No, because I've been in this business long enough. And even more important, I've been around you a long time, where we have actually been driving through Los Angeles. Franz pulls his car off into a mall, and we run into the most remote place in the parking lot.
I actually remember this.
He brings out miniatures, puts them on the concrete, and starts working with them. And says, Al, I need a shadow. What am I going to do? And we just started brainstorming. So I've been around long enough.
I do remember that, actually.
That's a long.
Hey, let's show them Al's Magic Warehouse.
Come on,
let's go for a walk. Filled with basically equipment, spare equipment that we brought, and it is also filled with cases that are now empty because the stuff is on stage. And I use that to create a space that sort of looks like a kind of a artsy-fartsy theatrical warehouse. Yeah. All the lights are turned on right now. All of the house lights, the work lights are on.
So they won't get the effect.
Yeah, you're not really get the effect.
Well, at least they'll see a little bit of the layout.
Yeah, there you go. You sort of get it. Here you go.
Most theaters have a lobby.
Right.
This is ours.
Yes.
Only we made ours look like a warehouse. Let's call it industrial grunge.
Look at it. This is most of this stuff is actually from my House of Magic in Macau.
Okay.
This is Houdini. This is an escape where I get locked up and the box gets picked up into the air and then it blows up and I fall out and blah, blah, blah. But in this space, because we're in a tent, we could not get the trussing strong enough to pick up what's almost a ton. So instead, it's a piece of equipment.
Didn't you design that for a Broadway play?
That was, yeah. I designed this for Ragtime in 1996. And then since then, I've used it myself all over the world. Right. Show us your stage here.
Well, this also is one of your crates.
Yes. This is actually a crate for the Sphere.
Oh, wow.
From one of the, it's the Sphere base.
And I don't know, God bless them, somebody made these stairs.
I think that might have been Ron or
Ron.
Rick.
Ron was instrumental.
And you can capture that.
Yeah.
Go right there. Do that right there.
Give us a little plug.
Yeah.
So this is where it all happens.
Yeah, you look good up there, Al.
Thank you.
You look good. You doing this is a complete home run for me because you really own this space. So when people come in here,
first point of contact for people who spent a lot of money to be entertained.
right?
As they come through the door, I am their greeter. I'm like a circus sideshow partner. Behind this curtain, you're going to, oh boy, I do it 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
I can't do it now.
But we'll edit all this out. Nobody will
Well,
see it here.
Welcome to the Magic Warehouse, where you leave your reality behind and bring in your imagination. Today we're going to play with your imagination, because behind this wall, you're going to see illusions and magic that your mind just can't understand.
So here's a question. When we've got an audience of 1,500, how many times do you need to do that? How many times in a sequence?
Is 4.
4.
So I have 25 minutes.
Right.
Technically, I'm only supposed to do 20. But I've got 25 minutes.
Because you're a
And
giver.
Sometimes I do 2 15-minute sets or 14-minute
Right.
sets.
Right.
Other times I do 4 8-minute sets. And basically, I have to make that decision.
Right.
We need those people in our seats. I'm like the person at a trade show booth. I know how to stop the crowd, and then I take the crowd into my area to talk to salespeople. So, here, my job is multitasking. I welcome them, I tell them what's happening, I give them a little taste of magic, hospitality, and entertainment.
Right.
And now they're smiling as they walk into the theater.
And a paper rose.
And a paper
You
rose.
give them a paper rose.
I start now.
Yeah.
I've mentioned this to some people, and they kind of scorn that paper rose isn't magic.
Well, it
Well, the
kinda is,
routine
though.
I'm doing
Yeah.
is I bring them into a place that they understand it's all about
Right,
imagination.
right. Hey, how have you found it to work for a different culture? Hong Kong is not Wisconsin, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky here that English is a second language. If people don't speak it well, at least they understand basic grammar, basic English. So I can't use idioms. I can't make jokes. For instance, if I said that was cool, they'd say, well, I'm not cold.
Right, right.
If I said, you're pulling my leg, well, I didn't touch you.
Right.
But if I use direct sentences about a card or a color or I am about to do something, I don't use big adjectives to clog their mind.
Right.
But they do speak English, and I'm grateful for that, because compared to us 5 years ago in Sanya,
Right.
nobody spoke English.
Right, different, yeah.
So all the
Different
magic
country.
I did there had to be in pantomime.
Right.
There was a lot of pointing, there was a lot of hand gestures.
Right.
So you have to adapt to your audience, and I think here, being able to talk, even though I would like to get a little more colorful and add a little bit of comedy, it
Right.
would certainly go over their head.
I know what you're talking about. I know that I am a different person outside of Asia as I am in the U.S. or in an English-speaking country, just because my biting humor does not translate in Asia.
Exactly.
You know,
You're absolutely right.
so you become a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cater to the people, you cater to their culture, you make sure that they feel comfortable. You are a guest in their country. They are expecting something from you, and what they're expecting is a good time. You just don't thank them, you thank them.
Right,
With all
right.
sincerity. And when you do that, you ingratiate yourself with them. So that's the difference in America. Thanks, y'all. Don't
Right.
forget to tip your waitress.
Right,
Over
right.
here, thank you. We appreciate you. We love you.
Right. So tell me, how do I even put this? This particular production, if you had to crystallize the experience of being a part of this team, of being a part of this world, what would you equate it to?
Being a rock star.
There you go.
I love I will do a show for one person, because sometimes people stagger in.
Right.
Sometimes I have a crowd of 150 people, and sometimes I have a mother, a father, and a child.
Right.
They paid their nickel to see the show.
Right.
So
right.
I give them all the energy I have as if that room was full of people.
Right. Right.
How do I crystallize it? At the end of the day, by that I mean when we're done with the show, I go outside and do a meet and greet.
Right.
I'm 66 years old. I've got teenagers throwing themselves on me to take photos. I have old people that want me to take a photo with them. I have people that want me to hold their child, which I don't do because I tend to drop things.
Right. Right. Aha.
So I don't know what a rock star's life is like, but I have my own dressing room.
Let's go to your dressing room.
Come into my dress.
Yeah.
I have a nice little suite that I live in. I get 3 meals a day catered for me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all my wife. That's all
Well,
Akiko.
I'll tell
You know.
Akiko just put everything together to make our lives more comfortable, make our working day more palatable, more easy. So this is my dressing room.
And I see you Chinese the place up too.
Well, I sure did.
Very nice. You know-
Chinese New Year.
there you go.
All right.
Wow, this is Chinese up. Look at there.
Yeah.
I think I'd like the can I get the cashew chicken, please?
Oh, thank you. I was going to give you the 69.
Yes. Yes.
I found that little cat clock. It reminds me of the first cat that convinced me that dogs weren't the only pets in the world.
Look at there. There's an arch dot.
you
Wait,
know-
hello.
Hi. Aloha. You know, I have to be in this room sometimes 12 or 14 hours. So I made it.
Well, I
comfortable.
don't trap him here. I don't like lock him in here. It's just that you come. Al comes in here early. You come to the place a little early.
Well,
You're always here.
I could sit
get
at my
here.
desk in my hotel room, or I could sit here prepared for the show.
Right.
So I've got my little laptop. Here, this is where. Yes, come on around the corner. We've got Hello Kitty up there.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
Yeah, I already have a niece who
Yeah.
wants that. A great niece. And we've got the Chinese New Year. This year is the year of the snake.
Right. Good year.
So here's
Maybe my favorite
wardrobe.
year.
I sit in this chair and think. So basically, the chair doesn't get a lot of
That's the
use.
thinking chair.
Extra props in case something breaks or in case I
Right.
need. For instance, I do the gypsy thread about 2-3 times every set. So I went on Amazon and
Plus
I prepared
These
myself.
look really good. Also.
thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
So I've prepared myself for the rest
Yeah.
of the season.
Right. Right.
And that's what it's really about.
So, What advice could you give somebody who's starting in the business right now, something that you wish someone had told you 45 years ago?
Wow. Treat everyone like you'd like to be treated.
Right?
Reach out for advice. Us older folks would love to sit down with you for 5 minutes or half an hour. Go to a convention. Immerse yourself in anything theatrical. Learn
Right.
how to dance. Learn a musical instrument. Those things make you work on your timing. There is a reason we walk the way we do, the way we react to an audience. It's all theater.
Right.
And by you learning your magic, it's all muscle movement.
Right.
You'll be able to do a card trick or a rope trick without even knowing the prop is in your hand because you're focused on
Right.
the audience.
Right. That's
So-
true for illusions, true for me. I
Yeah.
can tell you that when I do illusions, I've been doing it for 30 years, I'm not even thinking about the illusion. I'm thinking about what am I going to order for room service? You know?
Well, I don't go quite that far.
Yeah.
But so yeah, immerse yourself. If this is what you really want to do, whether it's a sideline, a side hustle, or if it's that something you're really going to jump in as a career, attend conventions, talk to the old timers, ask for help when you're coming up with a new routine or a new trick. And you'll be surprised how quickly everything starts coming together.
Well, so back there is that's a front of house position. That's video, light, sound control. There is the DJ, and it's not a real DJ. It's a fake DJ. The DJ is actually the second sound engineer. So you jump up there.
Quite honestly, the DJ is the best illusion in the show.
I guess,
There are
yeah.
girls who want his autograph. They want to take selfies with him. And the Jaden is his name. Jaden just plays that part that you think he's spinning records and turning up sound and turning down sound. It's really just another part of the whole experience. It's that little piece of Franz Harary idea that he said, Jaden, why don't you crawl up there? Jaden did, and this kid turned it on. He's making it
You're
work.
right. I never thought. You're right. It's an illusion. Isn't
Right,
it?
right.
And it's done pretty well for Jaden. Jaden's done okay with the ladies. Let's see what we got up here. This is off stage right. Going up here. Going backstage. So all of this equipment, or most of this equipment, was originally from different pop concerts. These were from the last NSYNC concert in 2001. And you can still see some of the labels are on there. We got Joey Fatone climbed up these stairs. This is Justin Timberlake. Oh, it got kind of smudged, but there's Justin. Who's this? There's the Lance Bass. So all of this was from the NSYNC tour. When it finished, I took the equipment back. That was pretty much the story with all of this stuff. Here's a hammer that I originally designed for a theme park, and I've used for a bunch of television stuff since. Here is the slicer. Hey, I'll tell you a little story about this. This slicer, originally what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a new kind of disassembly restoration effect. And people have been cutting people in half and all that. And I thought, well, what can I do that's different? So there's something called an Archimedean screw. It's a screw that Archimedes invented to pick water up. It's basically a shaft with a big giant potato chip spiral. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to put a screw?
And there's one there.
For this man. Are you pleased with yourself? I'm talking. So I wanted to put an Archimedean screw through a girl. So I came up with this method where the girl would go inside, it flips, then it becomes part of a Jared pedestal, and so I could put the screw through the girl. But then I realized that there's no way to prove that the screw is actually going through the girl. So I thought, well, then I got to take the screw out, and I'll put in blades to show, and then I got to show the blades are going through. I should separate the boxes. And by the way, by the time I went through that whole thought process, I realized I didn't need the screw at all because I got myself a pretty clean cutting, and it ended up just being blades and boxes.
And what you're
Let's see who else we have here. There's Mickey O'Connor in his dressing room, working diligently.
Some drawing.
The
Why hello there?
It's the world of the clown.
Create the next artwork.
Yeah. Check this out. These are the dressing rooms. By the way, this whole place has my design, and kind of had to be that way. But I wanted to have the quick change rooms along with Fabio, Ron Ostertag production, Marky and Tina, who you've met. This is Philip Kaiser, who is me when I'm not doing the show myself. Is Philip here? Philip is here. Let's say hi to Philip Kaiser. Hey, Philip.
Hey, Franz.
These are all my friends from Vanish magazine.
Yeah.
And I was just telling them a little bit about the layout of this place. Cool. Let me show them what I'm talking about. Come on out. So everybody is right next to each other. There is Al the Only, me, Danny Stacy, Mickey O'Connor, Rocco, Soundlight, dancers, technicians, green room. So everybody is together. So when people step out of their room, they're literally in a party. Yeah. And everybody knows each other. It's a giant party going on all the time. So what I was saying is Philip is, firstly, he's in charge of the other magicians that are off stage, that being Al and Fabio.
Yeah.
So he runs all of that. Before the show, predominantly Philip is doing close-up magic. And you're, by the way, killer close-up magician. Close-up magic on stage before the show. But more than that, when I'm not doing the show, Philip is running the whole boat. He's the captain. So that's why you see his face around here. Tell us a little bit about that experience. What has that been like?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of an honor to be able to step into the Franz Harary shoes, even though they're not his shoes. But
No, they're your own shoes.
Yeah, they are my.
These are my shoes.
Yeah,
Those are your shoes.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be able to take that reign and come out and present the show and honor what is the Franz Harary Imagination Show. It's kind of a big responsibility that I've taken pretty seriously, and I've done this for other people in the past. So when Franz approached me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in this?" Yeah, I've got a bit of experience with it. I can totally do it. It's a great thing, and I've brought all of the experience I've gained with cruise ships and corporate and other theaters and all the performance experience I have, and brought it to the table to just do my best to present Franz's amazing illusions as best I possibly can.
And I can tell you, I'm telling this Philip to his face, which is a little embarrassing. This man's professionalism is off the charts. You came here so prepared, constantly for the months that we were leading up to this. While I was doing all the engineering and all the, all the pre-production, Philip keeps calling me, "Hey, can you send me more videos? Send me more stuff. Send me more footage. Send me." So I sent him all this video of the show. By the time he got here, he knew how everything worked. All he needed, he says, "Let me look at this trap. Okay, I got the low chamber. Okay, all right, I got this. Let's do it." It's like, what? Seriously, what? But he had worked everything out in his home in Orlando, which, by the way, we're neighbors. We are Florida neighbors. And by the time you got here, I didn't need to think about you. There was not a worry. It's unbelievable. There's one other person similar to that. You know Jason Hootie?
I know of him. We've never
Jason Hootie did that with Macau. That was a 35-minute show.
Yeah.
This is an hour, 28 minutes. So it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that was possible. But your professionalism is off the charts. All right,
Thanks,
so Phil, tell me, what has surprised you about all of this? What did you not expect?
So there's a camaraderie that I hoped would be here. I don't know that I expected it. I was very curious to see if it was going to happen, right? So you've got, I think Franz has probably mentioned some of the great talent. Rocco, Joaquin Ayala backstage.
Right.
Marky and Tina, who are a married couple, and they're amazing. And Tina's our dance captain and lead assistant, and she's a magician in her own right. Crazy amazing. And Marky, who's our lead video guy, he's also a great magician. And then we've got Billy, who's an amazing
Billy Kong
magician.
from Macau, yeah.
From Macau. Danny Cole, all these great magic minds here. So this has become almost like an experimental space.
I see Fabio. Fabio, come on over here.
Fabio is also always working on new stuff. So it's like an incubator as well as putting this amazing show together. And Fabio, my guy, he kills it out in the house. He brings the people, the energy. He brings it up, and then when I get to perform the big show, then Fabio is the man on stage doing the close-up pre-show, and it's super, super fun. Very, very cool.
So, Fabio, you are from Brazil. Where do you live?
Rio de Janeiro.
Now you're so soft and quiet. This is one of the loudest people I know, but now he's all nice, like mousy and quiet. If I come into the light, you just. So, Fabio, magician from Brazil. Come into the light. You get better light. This is the third time we've worked together. I found Fabio in Macau. Brought him into my House of Magic, became one of the magicians there, and we've been working together since. Tell me about your experience working here, working with us, being a part of the show.
It's amazing. We work like a family. Everyone help each other. That's good. That's great. Fantastic.
And what were you surprised by? What did you not expect?
What I did not expect.
Yeah, what surprised you?
When you make the video, you make me shine.
Yeah, why are you so shy?
Because you know. Oh
So,
God.
something, Fabio does his show in English, Portuguese, Spanish, Chinese, Russian. Did I miss one?
Yeah, Russia, Tagalog, also from Philippines.
Tagalog, Philippines. So his value to me as a producer is crazy because I can throw him up in front of anybody and he knows how to work the audience. He knows how to work the culture. Tell me a little bit about your philosophy, your way of working with an audience. How do you get a reaction from them?
It's a good feelings. It's very nice to work with the audience, to show to them what kind of Franz Harary have the show here. It's a giant magic tricks, is energy. Everybody have to be happy, strong.
Right?
Yeah.
And that starts with you.
Right.
Now.
Right. Except
So
you're all
how-
shy
okay,
right
maybe-
now.
I know. I don't know if you want to like let them in on the secret of this, but I'm curious personally. Like, how do you get them? Because you have these people out here literally screaming.
Yes, screaming.
What do you do? What do you like? How do you do this? Because it's taken me a minute to figure out.
It's when I put my costume and I'm there with them, it's I have to show to them they have to be happy, have to be noisy, have to clap your hands, and just try to change them feeling because they are super shy.
Yeah.
So
So you show them this, like it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
you can be loud.
I say to them, you here you have to be happy. You cannot sleep. Please don't sleep. Make noise. Be happy always. It's very good for our audience.
Yeah.
It's Fabio. Fabio's got the dressing room closest to the audience.
I'm number one. Okay?
Number one.
Yeah,
And now, by the way, this is Fabio and he's all dressed up. Look at there.
Yeah.
That's that. Wow. What a mess.
It's a mess.
But it seems like there's an order to it.
It's a magic shop.
There is something. Look at that. What's going on here?
It's a magic shop.
You want to do it? You want to do some magic for us? Why not?
Come
Oh
on.
my God. We'll edit all this out. Surprise me.
Come on, Franz.
What do you got?
Oh man.
Just put for all this stuff.
Yeah, I was preparing something.
These
there.
are the secrets. Yeah.
Not,
What-
not right now. Okay?
All right.
Next time. Okay,
All right,
please.
next time we'll walk.
You guys are
We're going for a walk. Hey, Rocco, you here? Looking for Rocco. I got our friends Paul Romney and everybody from Vanished Magazine.
Hey, what's going on? Wow.
Say hi to Rocco.
Hello,
This is
hello,
Rocco's
Franz.
World.
Yes,
What are we
so-
looking at here? What's going
Yeah,
on?
This is my new table that Joaquin made for me. He's right down.
Oh, yeah. That is an amazing table. Who designed that table?
You know you designed it.
I designed
Yeah, he
the
designed
table.
everything in this place. It's half a football field in our dressing rooms. We have neighbors. This is the most amazing thing he's put together. This is like a community. I come out here, I know, hey, there's Al.
Hey, Al's all dressed up now.
We got Philip over there.
Al, we got to see your costume.
Hey, Billy,
Yeah,
what's going on?
No, that's all right. Al's all ready to do his show now.
Yeah, he's all
Look at that.
ready to go.
Yeah, you know, Rocco, I was specifically wanted to create a community. That's why I put everybody
That's exactly
on the
what this
stage.
is.
You know?
This is like a little home. I come here hours before the show just to see everyone. And then I come in my dressing room. Everyone's offering me snacks. I find food on my table from Fabio, you. It's an amazing. We spent Christmas together, New Year's together. This is like our family here. When this closes in April, I'm going to miss everybody.
I'm with you. Well,
what I'm saying?
I don't plan on retiring anytime soon.
No, I
we
know
go
you.
on to the next
show
gig.
is so amazing. You got to see
Yeah.
this up close. The costumes, the music.
Let's go to
the
walk to
lights.
the costumes. Let's walk to the
yeah,
costumes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going for a walk. Let's go.
Going for a
I don't know if Sonny's here or not.
Yes, he's-
Sonny, you here?
We got Kenny over here. He runs
This
whatever
is
he's doing, computer
this is
brain.
audio video control. Oh, hey Ken, say hi to all my friends from Vanish Magazine.
Yeah, how's it going?
So Ken, I'm going to talk about Ken real quick. Ken I've known for like 20 years, maybe longer than that. Ken is a Disney Imagineer, a Universal engineer. He's a theme park guy. We've worked together on different theme park projects. He is a theme park ride designer engineer. But for me, he is house manager, project manager. In a paragraph, what has this experience been like for you?
I'm having a blast. I love the people, love the show. It's a great show. Franz is great. Everything's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's like a family here, right? You know, I get to see you every morning. You say, hey, how was your night last night? You feeling better? Yeah, I want to do a trick for you, right? No, this is for you, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. That's for you, all right? A little different.
See?
Yeah, what we do around here. We're like a family.
All right.
This is what I get painted.
Yes, we're gonna go find Sonny. Hey, Sonny!
Sonny, there's like 12 girls here.
Oh,
right?
Sonny's gone. We can't mess with her stuff. We should, but we shouldn't. Hey, it's an avocado. That's nice. What are we working on here?
Well, actually, I'm making new patches because we don't have enough for all of the stagehands. So I'm painting some.
The stagehands, they look like SWAT team.
Yeah.
That was my idea anyway.
Yeah.
So the idea was to get them, the idea is to give everybody pride so that they feel cool about their costume and who they are in the show.
Everyone takes pride for every position they have here. It's amazing. What's 121 people to run the show?
Yep.
It's like a
Yep.
clock that's finely tuned and everything's in sync. It's amazing.
Yeah, everybody really cares about what they do here. So, and everybody does it to the best of their ability. So,
But you're the only one wearing a fruit.
I mean, I'm surprised they let me in the country because I wear this when I travel.
She's got beautiful red hair. You can't see it right now.
Look at that.
Let that hair down.
All right, let's see. Oh, there's my jacket. Let's see what Pearl is working on. Pearl, what are you working on? What is this? What does it say? It's a Valentine's.
For the Valentine, I take the photo.
Oh, really? So that guests. Oh, look, it's Fabio, but you're not dressed up yet. Look, what is Pearl doing? She's ripping apart posters and making crafts.
Oh, wow.
But also, look at there. That's where you want to go. For those of you playing along at home, do a screenshot of that and go to my Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
come see the show when it comes in a neighborhood near you.
that's right.
Amazing.
We are at a place now where the show is sort of almost running on autopilot, and there's not a whole lot of costume construction happening anymore. So you're now more into maintenance.
Yeah, basically.
Tell me how this show is different from all of the other shows that you guys have worked together on.
Well, here's what I've noticed.
Okay.
These Russian dancers are tight.
They're really good. Yeah.
And but to be clear, you mean they're strong dancers?
Strong dancers,
Yes.
the choreography, they're right on me. They make Franz look like a superstar.
Yeah.
I'm serious. What do you got? A
Yeah.
dozen out there?
Yeah,
With all the
we
dazzling
have-
costumes.
10 girls total.
How
So, yeah.
did you orchestrate this? Well, you know how much time you had to get dressed, knowing they got to be at their next station. Then when they're finished with that, they're running and they're getting unchanged. And then there's always a girl helping them get changed. Then they run to their next station. How did this all get timed out? Who's the mastermind here? Is
Well,
that Franz?
actually, it was during rehearsals that we did that. I have 2 wardrobe people that help on either side of the stage, and then the rest of the time, when they have more time, they'll change in their dressing room. So yeah, they have
time to do their
people on
hair
either
and
side.
do their makeup, all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we have.
this guy.
What do we have here?
See what I'm saying?
Hey, look at there.
Everyone's always, God bless you, man. You're so cool.
Look at there.
This
Look,
is delicious.
he's always, they're always bringing you
Wow,
snacks.
thank you.
We'll see you later. We're going to have a party
Thank
soon.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. The other day he brought me a piece of chicken that he cooked. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Panyao.
Pangao.
Well, I mean.
It's killing Rocco not to do magic with that cake right now. It is killing you. It is killing you. I am on a diet, so I'm not going to eat that. I lost 30 pounds. That's a bunch.
Up there like a little kangaroo, boy.
Yeah, I want to do this for another 15 years, you know.
Yep.
Christine, you know what
Yeah.
it is? You're a child at heart.
I am.
It's your passion,
Yeah.
not just to please the audience. You want to please your employees.
Oh, I do, actually.
This really is like a family.
It is.
It is,
Yeah,
totally.
I agree.
I come here purposely because I know I'm going to go see Philip over there in a little while. Say hello to Mickey. How's your day? Someone has a headache. We bring them
I have little
medicine.
treats so people
Right.
can say hi to me.
Right.
Have some snacks.
And we're doing movies.
Sugar
The
makes the
next
show
movie
go.
Right.
is going to be the French movie, The Illusionist.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
that's-
good.
That's a good
Silent
choice.
movie, and it's
Good.
beautiful for
Yeah.
So, Sonny, I started to ask you, how is this show different from the other couple hundred shows you've worked on?
Well, for one thing, a lot of the shows I've worked on have been more musical numbers, or like variety. There've been variety shows, but they've been singing and dancing, not as much magic. A little bit of magic in some of the shows, but not much. And then so there's been a lot more stand and belt kind of numbers. So
Right.
this is very. It's got kind of a sparkly, over the top kind of feel to it.
Right.
Depending on the number, but so yeah, that's kind of, I guess.
How's it feel giving an intellectual answer wearing an avocado?
You know, I don't know why people don't always take me seriously. I think that I'm a very serious person. So.
Yes. Well, Sonny, thank you very much for taking us into your world here. Rocco and I are going to go for a walk. They're taking my spear off. So, real quick thing. This is my water tank, and we were going to do the water tank. Then we got here and discovered a crack. So we got to get it fixed. Yeah. That's expensive, yeah.
Produce a handkerchief, right?
Right, produce a handkerchief and then produce a girl underwater. And it's fun,
Wow.
but it broke. What's going on here?
This is Mickey, man.
What is going on? We're talking about the shadow box, right? Shadow box.
They're a married couple.
Right. Hey, Tina. These are, you're talking about 10, 20,000 magicians from Vanish magazine. Tell us what we just saw. What was all that about?
That is secret about the shadow box.
All right, there's a secret. So Tina is firstly a magician, dancer, accomplished dancer in Taiwan. She is, again, aside from being a dear friend, she is our dance captain, coordinates all of the dancers, keeps the dance level at a certain peak. She herself does a bunch of illusions. This is basically, this whole show is a one guy and his wife act, only Tina is not my wife. My wife is in LA. Tina is Marky's wife. Tell me what this has been like for you. Tell me about the show. Tell me about your experience.
I think everything for me is interesting and it's a challenge. So if the audience feedback is good, everything is fine. It's funny for me. I like the show.
So you are running a lot. You're operating about 2/3 of the magic is you, but then you've also got to deal with the dancers.
Yep.
What's that like?
This is one of the
First
dancers.
is a language thing because we speak different language.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of different languages, this is Dasha from Russia. Dasha, this is our first show working together. I've never worked with Dasha before, first show. This is many, many thousands of magicians. Tell me about your experience.
It's amazing experience. Really, I'm very happy that I'm here because when I was a little girl, I told you already, I just dream about, oh, maybe one day I will be like assistant and do some show in magic show. Really, when I was a child, I think about it.
Now you're
Right.
assistant
I don't
to
know.
Franz Harary.
Yes, universe
Amazing.
loves me, and this happens. So it's my present.
So we have 4 languages going on here. We've got Chinese, English, Russian, and whatever Fabio speaks. So, yeah. And Cantonese, yeah. And trying to figure out some way for everybody to communicate what that's been like.
Use the body language. Body language.
Yep.
Body language, huh?
Like I'll show the safari, then go to the triangle thing, and upstairs. Also, I use this.
Right, right.
Then they will understand.
Okay, what's your favorite food in Hong Kong?
Food
Favorite food.
is a porch, beef porch.
Beef, pork, beef?
Beef porch.
Porridge, oh, the
Porridge.
soup.
Yeah,
Beef,
the soup.
beef porridge, yeah. All right, favorite Hong Kong food.
Noodles.
Noodles. There you go. All right.
All right.
Look at that. How did my sphere get so shiny? How did that happen? Because Fabio polished it.
Yeah.
I have to take care of my
Yes.
boss props, you know.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
I wish my boss star shine always, right?
Yes, but mostly balls. You do mostly ball
Hey,
work,
man,
right?
come on.
And you're not
Yeah.
going to fit that prop in the back of your van.
So this was originally designed for a Japanese pop star named Ayumi Hamazaki, and she appeared at the beginning of the show in the stadium tour. When it was done, I got it back, and then I used it in my own show. Interestingly enough, a couple years later, Madonna did exactly the same thing. So I'm not saying that there is any plagiarism there, but it's very, very suspicious. Very suspicious.
And the lighting that's used when you do that, amazing. All right, look at it.
Yep. Yep. Here, in fact, here's lighting control. Here are the obs. So originally, I've got girls that appear on hoops in the air. Problem is, on this gig, we could not get enough strength from the trussing system to pick girls up. So no girls in the air. So I have to come up with a fast way to make girls appear using basically just kind of a crystal casket base system, and then I put hoops here so that we could continue the show as normal. So we are now set up, and we are ready for the next audience to come in. We've set up the pre-show. Marky's putting in the camera. So what happens is Philip will be right here. Oh, you know something interesting? You put up a table and a close-up pad, and it attracts magicians like a bug light. Like, here's... All right. Like a bug light.
One part. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. One part. Look. Gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that.
This is what Rocco lives for.
Oh, this is what we live for.
Yes. Get in here. Do we know, Billy, this is all of the magicians from Vanish magazine, 10, 20,000 people.
Great magician.
This is an incredible magician. I'm pointing to you, this man right here. From Macau. I met Billy in Macau as a stagehand. He was working as a technician in my show, and then he goes, I'm a magician myself. And it turns out he's a freaking killer magician. Billy has since worked for me as an illusion technician and as a magician. Billy, you did the show in Sanya, where we couldn't get my team in, and we had to do everything. Billy was one of the local people that could get into the country. Tell me a little bit about the experience of this show working in Sanya. What's it been like?
This show, the feeling is some kind of like Sanya, but I think it's more bigger.
Right.
Of course, we have some very, very good illusion we can use. here.
Right, right. Because this is not strong enough because we're in a tent. Because we're in a tent, it's just not strong enough.
Fire one.
Yeah, and we can't do fire. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big issue.
Yep. So in Macau, as a professional magician, tell me a little bit about your life, your career.
My career is like when before in House of Magic, I'm doing like part-time magician, something like that. Yeah, since high school, and then in the college, finished the college. Actually, in China, is a little bit special because the parents always ask you to do like a long-term job, like very stable job. But so that's why I find a like long-term job. Right. But I luckily find the House of Magic.
Right.
So that's why
Franz changed your life, didn't he? He changed a lot.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
all
yes.
right. That's some big talking words right there. I'm not sure about that.
You got your coins with you? You got your coins with you?
Can you do it? Maybe go ahead.
Here, come in the light. Come in the light. Here.
Wow, come on. How'd you do that?
The coin is actually it's here.
Hey. That's great.
Thank you.
That's great. That's great. Billy, thank you so much. Philip Kaiser is now set up and ready. And as soon as people start coming in here, that is going to flip to a video feed. I think we should go out. You want to come with us, Billy? We're going to go to the lobby and see. No, you're going to stay here? So that's Victoria Harbor. There's Kowloon. There is Hong Kong. And we're in it.
Hello, look another one.
Hey there.
Another one.
Hey, look at there. There's Rocco. Hey there. Come out here. So this is food and beverage.
Good thing we're out here early.
Yeah.
And
there's security. Popcorn. Oh, I don't have any money. You got any money?
Really? Hello. We need some popcorn.
No.
We pay you later.
Can we get popcorn?
We'll pay you later.
Can we get...
Yeah, that's good. How are you today, all right? Good.
Let's see if she's...
Over there.
I will take some popcorn. All right. Yeah. Here's another selfie moment.
And those big things there are stones, so if the wind comes...
Right.
Get down.
Oh, yeah. These are solid tons. Many tons
attached to the side
to hold the tent down. The tent can take a Category 4 hurricane, I believe. 3 or 4, something like that. We just finished Chinese New Year. So
they're all stones.
everything is Chinese New Year's up. Oh, yeah. All stones. Hey there. Selling magic sets.
You see how complex this place is?
You know, here's a true story. I judge the scope of a project I'm doing by how many porta-johns is required for the audience. So here is Porta-John City. So I'm not saying that we encourage or somehow promote people to go to the John, but we're definitely prepared.
You gotta show them our bathroom. I've never seen bathrooms like that before.
Oh, nice bathrooms, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, look at this. So I put this billboard up here. So firstly, I designed all this. So I did all these graphics. That's all me, right? And so I put this up here because I thought it'd be cool to have all of us in here. And then they stuck the power generators right here and they cover everybody up. But what are you going to do?
What do those things do?
Those are generators, power generators. So they are for sound, light, LED, heat, air conditioning.
Big trucks had to come here and drop
My dressing room. Yeah, each one of those is a truck. This is all said and done. I think this is 64 or 65 trucks, something like that.
Look at the bathrooms.
Here are more technicians. Here are our bathrooms. Here's Mickey O'Connor.
We're getting
Hey,
a
Mickey.
tour of the farm.
You
Can you come from here?
You gotta throw it in him, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. That was a big beat.
A little higher.
Oh, you get it? Oh. Oh, okay.
Nice job, man. Talented.
And that puts us back into Sonny's world. Joaquin, how many minutes? 20 minutes. So,
Stop filming. Get ready. He's always filming, and then and then you eat. That's why you need 20 minutes for short time. He says that he's fat. So he's doing exercise, but you are eating.
He runs this place like a militant.
a militant? No, military.
Military.
Not a militant.
They call it militant. They call it militant in Italy.
Very militant atmosphere. Him around.
Okay.
No,
We'll get ready. 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
I'll let you know if anybody's late.
The only people we didn't talk to are Danny and Stacy Cole. We talked to Stacy Cole. We didn't talk to Danny. Danny Cole is right here. These are all of our friends from Vanish Magazine.
I've heard my name.
Danny Cole. Let's go into Danny World and talk to Danny a little bit.
Red. Where's Red?
Oh, there she is. Red? That's what he calls you? I introduced her once as Jessica Rabbit. It was not received well. Oh, popcorn.
This is all the beauty happens.
So, Danny Cole. Couple of questions, straight up questions. These are the important questions from Paul. What is your superpower?
Well,
No, I asked. That's what condiment would he be? That's Stacy said she would be mustard. Okay, different question. What is your superpower?
I live in a world where the magic happens and I learn from what's happening around me. So I learn that, I can sit in the air without a chair. I can learn that, if I hold this in front of my chest, a necktie will appear. So I think that my superpower is observing my magical world and then incorporating those powers.
So that is the power of your character, of your professional onstage character. What is your power in real life?
Oh, I thought you meant with the act. I feel like I am diplomatic.
I like it. Very deep, man.
Yeah.
Profound. Very deep.
Effective use of pauses, I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am a hard worker.
All right. So, Danny, like everybody here, has been with me and Stacy for
Unbelievably attractive.
I was going to say a very long time. Yeah. But
And humble.
this production, how is this different? Or if you could crystallize the experience of being a part of this, you can choose either question, and either one will be accepted.
Well, what's great about being part of this is that everyone involved is delightful. Like it really is a family that Franz has brought
That's
together.
right. You see that? Everyone's
And
that.
so it
There's
just
no
makes
egos,
it,
no one fights, there's no
yeah, it's
arguments.
so
It's
nice
just so
to be around
smooth.
people I
Right.
like, and it's just a real well put together production. I mean, I know you're standing right there, Franz, but Kiko and you have put together almost an ideal situation for all of us, where we live close by in a nice place.
Right.
And,
They bring
amenities
food,
are
they do our clothes. Right?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I mean, it really is
Right. Top-notch
treatment.
top-notch treatment. No question about that.
So
The best I've ever
that
experienced.
goes a long way.
Long way, man.
So what, if anything, has surprised you about this show?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutos. Stop talking. Get ready for the show.
All right,
Get
soon.
ready for
For you show.
Nice show. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I could just let Philip do the show. I could. I've done that, like 5 minutes. 5 minutes before the show. Yes. Danny has done Danny, you've done a lot of this. You've done the pod. Danny has done a lot of this. Rocco made a car appear.
I made a car appear. I did that. It was amazing to see.
Yeah.
And wait for the cue.
That's it. Ta-da!
And take the ball and close. Easiest close I ever got.
So back to, what, if anything, surprised you about this production?
Well, I was surprised, even though I should know better. You know, coming from LA, my last shows were at the Magic Castle. Like, I was surprised about how I've had to adjust to the audiences here. They do have a different personality than we have in the States. I think they're a little more reserved. I've had to and Franz, you've helped me with this, sort of just lead them more to applaud and to, and I'm getting that better. But that surprised me at first, these.
Yeah, you kind of ask for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't ask for it; they just sit there.
Very polite. They don't want to be the first one to make noise when they're so enthralled in what's going on. They don't want to interrupt people's. They're mesmerized. They don't want to interrupt that.
Let's see how your wife is doing here. How's everything happening?
Stop! Why are
Why are you so shy? You're an
I'm not
entertainer.
shy.
Because it seems like you're shy. All right, so Stacy, I'm not going to say if you were a condiment. If you were a side dish, what would you be?
I'd be a baked potato.
Baked potato?
Yeah.
All right, you got to explain that.
Goes with everything.
Yeah.
All American.
All right, there you go.
It's in everywhere.
That's it. You must be very, very proud.
It's true. I love my little baked potato.
Yes. Oh. All right. The coals right here. I think I need to go into my dressing room. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Come on, man. You want to rock in Florida. You used to wear it all the time. You see what I'm saying? This is what it's like around here.
This is every day. Are you pleased with yourself? Are you pleased?
Welcome to Florida.
All right. So Mickey sneaks into my dressing room and just stands there frozen and waits for me to discover him.
Franz, I gotta go make change.
All right, you go do your thing. All right. So here's my dressing room. Kind of a mess. I feel like Mickey's done something. I don't know what he's done. I don't know what's happened, but something doesn't feel right. I got my stuffed mayonnaise, my stuffed lettuce, my shrimp. Something seems out of order. I don't know what it is. He did something. I don't know what. Oh well. In any case, there you go. There's my computer right now. I am doing a bunch of editing, and the show is now at a place where it sort of is a pesky interruption to my day. It's like I have to stop doing my day job and jump up on stage and do the show. But that's sort of where you want it to be. You want to stop thinking about the performance part of it, because that means you reach that place where the show has become this perfect clockwork machine. And that's what it is for me anyway. But having said that, I should probably put on my jacket, check my props. I don't have a lot of presets. I do, it sounds silly, I do a mouth coil. It's a huge deal to me that everything I do is my own design, except that one of the biggest reactions I get in the show is a little kid in a mouth coil. So David Cressy, thank you for that. That's also my only preset in the show. So I got to take care of that. And that's about it. So I will ask myself the question, what is my superpower? The ability to recognize talent, to recognize good human beings, and to be able to bring them together from all over the world. Really, it doesn't matter where you are, where you live. My lighting director lives in Tokyo. Fabio is from Brazil. Joaquin, LA, Vegas, Mexico. Marky from Taiwan. Billy from Macau. My graphics designer is Malaysian, engineer is Indian. So everywhere that I travel, I recognize good people and talent and good values, and I'm able to bring those people together to form a kind of family. I think that's what I'm more proud of than anything else. That took a career for me to be able to do, and I think that's my superpower. So with that, I shall say farewell. As I said, I'm going to go do my show. I'm going to send you some clips. I'll send you some commercials of the show, so you can kind of see what what the ad campaign is like, and then I can send you like a little 3-4 minute segment of the show as well, so that you see what all that is about. So there you go. That's me. I'm Franz Harary here in my dressing room in Hong Kong, hanging out with my best friends in the world, doing what I love, and I've never had fun on a gig more than what's happening right here. All right, see ya. Okay, I am now walking over. Hey, Ron, come with me. Are you available during the Sphere? What are you doing during the Sphere? You come with me. You're gonna hold the camera for me. What? What's that? All right. I'm not turned down then. I have to do my pop test once I get over to where I'm going. So I got my costume. I've got to get into the ball. There's Joaquin. He's not happy because I'm late.
It's always late.
He's late.
Always late.
I'm gonna give the thing over to Ron. Ron, can you just keep shooting? Just hold it right there and just keep shooting. Tell the story. My friend and project manager Ron now has the camera. You will be seeing this experience through his eyes as I have to get into this. Who the hell designed this thing?
Jim Steinmeier.
Jim Steinmeier.
Great designer.
Oh, you're pop.